And Laz on the mic, and again aggression towards A, this time from Fluffy AIMERS. Cooper, though, will not miss on the entry, finds one, fades away. A best start that could be asked for Mythic in this second pistol. They could go 4 for 4 on pistol rounds this game.
They really could. I mean, it's definitely a possibility right now. Mythic now going to have to show us how good they are on the CT side. Freak just holding the HE. This is going to pop open the smoke.
Ooh.
Actually does take down the planter, so that's great. So now this is going to buy a little bit more time, maybe. Intro just going for the fake. Expecting more nades to come through. But look at this. Mythic, they just run through a smoke. Oh, man. And Pendulum just takes down 2 of them already. Now leaving it to a 3-on-2, and this is not looking good. These Glocks are just doing so much damage, leaving it to Flom with the most HP. 11 combined for Cooper and Truck. Not what you want, but now, some way, somehow, that USP finds the head of one. Pendulum does take down Truck. Lots of time to burn here. He can find these pickings. Oh, there it is. Flom, it's all down to you. The NA stream man, can he do it? Can he bring in the heat for another pistol? He will not. And Fluffy, they're going to be able to finally get themselves a pistol round much needed.
A much needed pistol round. It wasn't even theirs for the taking. It was Pendulum's for the taking. He not only got a 1 versus 3, he got an ace. He got the 2 running through the smoke. He got the 3 in the 1v3. He put the team in the backpack and hiked up the mountain. Started what will be a long climb back into this map. Back into Vertigo. They're still trailing by 3, but hopefully a performance like that is enough to get the team back on the right track.
Man, I just can't believe those Glocks made those connections. That was huge. That made that such a winnable situation. And the positioning was good for Mythic, too. Good molly. That actually does give a noise cue a little bit. I believe that would have been... I think that might have been Flom or Freak that caught that. I think it might have been Freak given the damage. And Flom's not going to hold a tight angle. Not great. Not great. Not great. Yeah. And there it is. Mac 10s all over the board. Leaving it down the truck. And he's a dead man walking.
Eagle flip. We talked about it. It's overdue. Nope, never mind. Caught, stuck in a corner, scared and afraid. Truck lover. Taken down. Only 1 kill to be spoken of for Mythic, given that force spy. That's far from ideal. Fluffy AIMERS now a very easy go in this next one, or it should be an easy go, given the fact that Team Mythic are on a save. 1 P250, 1 grenade, and 1 deagle. Actually, a couple grenades. 4 grenades, a deagle, and a P250. So a nade stack in the cards for Mythic.
Yeah.
Those nades have to be chunky if they want to find a way back into this kind of round.
I think they're going to use it for the planter. I would imagine they're going to. Unless they have some plan to just throw a ramp. Oh, maybe. Okay, well, never mind. That's a good nade. That's 1 chunky nade. A little bit of USP damage, though. That's not bad, but Interest just running through, having a bit of DM session. These pistols are surprisingly doing quite well. I mean, now leaving it to Truck by himself on a 1-on-3, but if he can find another kill, that's just going to burn the money situation here against Fluffy, which I think is kind of the whole point. Got a little bit of time. Ball's going to go down. He's swinging, but it's an old miss.
Now pressure's on. Mythic, it's going to be their first rifle buy of this half. They lose it, they're probably going to be on a save yet again. And it's a tied ballgame. Fluffy AIMERS can again take away the lead for what would be the first time in this map. Much like the first map, the first best of 1 in Ancient. They took their first lead in the midway point of that second half. So things kind of playing out the same as they did before. Cooper has his op though. There's M4s, there's solid utility. It should be a round where Team Mythic are advantaged.
Wow, we know better than that. We know that they have the better weapons and things like that, but doesn't mean it's always going to work. We saw it on Ancient. Fluffy AIMERS had the worst guns. I mean, they don't even have bad guns right now, but we'll see what they do. Ooh, Flom. Poor guy.
Loves the flames. We saw it on Ancient as well in Donut.
Yeah. Okay, Cooper does find that off. The cost of 99 damage, though. He's sitting at 1 HP. Could put a feather on the guy and he's going to tumble over. That's saying a lot. He's buff.
It is. It's prime time for someone to throw a smoke line up and have it hit him in the chest.
That was
Freak. The other of the brothers is in towards sandbags. He'll smoke it and get away. No one was holding it. Very odd. He was just alone throwing the clearing utility. 49 seconds left, but a lot of players on Mythic have been chipped down. Flom, as you mentioned, by the Flames. Cooper within a breath of death. Fluffy AIMERS as well have enough smokes to go for an execute. Freakazoid knows he has to get crafty. 30 seconds left. He needs some information. He's going to press towards side hall. Intra is here waiting, and Freakazoid just not ready for the timing. Good kill for Intra to start things off on this A site take. Hate now, a lot to do. He's had a good second map. The question is, can he hold off long enough as this take comes through? Good Molotov, well timed. 20 seconds left. He'll spam the smoke. It's his turn to have some success through it. He'll find Learsey.
Look at the time.
Advantage regained, and 10 seconds left to make this plan happen. Jason drops Cooper at long last. Plant will be attempted. He's going to stop it outright with a push through the smoke. It's Truck to find two. Intra and Jason
stay alive.
but Truck through the smoke stays alive and finds the final kill. That was a hectic conclusion to the round. I thought Truck would have been long gone given the lack of time. And he stuck around. That could have gone either direction.
Oh, that terrified me. I was thinking, okay, there's no time at all. Like the other player was so far away by Sandbag. I was like, there's no way that they're going to be able to get there in time to get the plant. So they would have had to go for the duel. And I mean, Truck was really, really treading on some scary waters, but he gets it done. Regardless, that could have really gone the other way. That could have been a bit terrifying and a bit, you know, of a bump here in the motivation. But Mythic, they pull through. And they get that lead now in 9-7, but it's going to be the cost here with 3 MP9s. That is not something you want to see, but on a map like this, could be a decent effect if they can get close and personal with it.
It's a good, very different weapon up close and personal. Truck lever. Started things off well. This is the opposite of close and personal, though. Freak caught through the smoke and through the wall. And he can't catch a break on this one. Back to even footing, and again, those MP9s are going to struggle.
MP9s are sick, though.
Oh, they're still overpowered, but you can't peek that kind of long angle with an MP9 and realistically expect success.
No, of course not. Yeah, no, but they are still like quite OP. I mean, I think a lot of people know that too, and that's kind of the, I don't know, it's a very mixed feeling, I feel, because when you're the one that's doing it, you're like, oh, this is great. But when you get, you know, fragged against, you're like, oh, this is stupid. All right. Well, Nate's coming in, blocking things off. Hate waiting his timing. Very nice time to come with the molly. Double smokes coming through. It's a little bit premature on the molly, but it's still going to buy them a little bit of time because the bomb's still trying to make its way into this. Intra taking big damage. Smoke might be able to take him out, and it does. This is where it can get problematic. 14 seconds remain. Now they have to force the plant. He's going to be able to do it, and I don't know what is going on here.
Chaos.
Man advantage.
It is man advantage. Smoke down on the ramp to try and compel Learsey forward. All in the MP9 could find something up close. Sacrifice those is biding his time in the corner. Spam is perfect. Exemplary from Plum. Learsey, though, to trade onto Hate. That means the MP9 wielder, the Stream King himself, has to clutch up. He knows where one is. He gets the dink, but again, the lack of stopping power on those SMGs come to haunt them. He can't get the kill. He finds that second one. The third definitely feels like a possibility, but heart of the cards were not in his favor. Fluffy AIMERS bring it back, clot back to within one, and Mythic's economy is sent a-tumbling. They're on a save yet again.
And it's coming down so close to the clock too, right? I mean, these are, I feel like it's a, you know, a budget version of Navi right now, right? I mean, this is the thing. Like, it's when you run the clock that low, I mean, you just have to worry about so many things. And Fluffy AIMERS, they're getting lucky a little bit on this too, because Mythic are doing a lot of great things to try to counteract this. Freak finally going with a little bit of a jiggle, and he gets himself a nice Deeg headshot reward. Finally starting things off here nicely for the CTs. It's a 4-player stack here at this A site, just leaving it to Truck by himself at B. And what is going to happen a little bit differently? Fluffy AIMERS actually mixing it up a little bit now, actually putting a lot more focus on towards middle. Truck. Oh, if he can get a better position here, he might be able to find something, but he's making a lot of noise.
See his Intra, a double Intra, a triple. Should be the round done and dusted. It's gone. 50-50, that range is not too accurate. And Truck is caught jumping. Not for joy. Sacrifice takes him down. The Sacrifice perhaps taking a tie. 9-9. Cooper bringing out the big green yet again. M4 surrounding. A solid buy for Mythic at least going into this one, but they need to make it clean, and they need to win 2 in a row to help reset the CT economy. If they win one, if it's a flash in the pan, Fluffy Aimers are going to continue their tear.
Yeah, Fluffy Aimers are still going to keep these AKs. I mean, they don't have the opportunity for the money for an op, but it has been working out well for them with 5 rifles. I do like it. Good molly going to get thrown here just on sidewalk. Pushing Freak back a little bit. He usually plays on the top, and he tries to go for the quick jiggle, but lots of nades being thrown onto Sandbag. They think somebody's close on by. And now they're actually going to wait for that flash. They're going to double swing this. This could be really nice, but Freak, he does some damage, but hey, he gets taken out as well. Cooper finally puts that off for 1 only with a haircut, leaving it to the 2 and 2 now. A smoke with mollies available here for Fluffy Aimers, but the utility is lackluster right now for Mythic. And they don't have a kid either, so that's another terrifying thing. Truck, you need to get this kill, and that's going to be the bomb down too.
Yep, another no sacrifice is lurking around somewhere goofy. Probably middle. Given the fact that Truck lurked through B. Question is, where will he come from? Ladder? Come from their spawn? Where will he go? Truck tucked in. Does this barrel get spotted? I don't. So?
I don't think so.
And he doesn't know. It's a big boon for Truck. This drop's going to be heard. And there we go. Pivots around, swivels around like a turret. This angle is so esoteric. No one sits here, and he whips the spray. Sacrifice. PM. He knows he shouldn't have won that fight. He knows he was gifted something. And that leaves Flom, the old dog, up to his old tricks. Sacrifice clearing out ramp, grabbing bomb. 20 seconds left. He's going to hightail it towards B. What direction is Flom going? He's sitting in an elevator. I think he might have heard the sound cue, though. He's going to rotate around towards B. Might even catch Sacrifice on the crossing here. 10 seconds left. He has to go quick. Sacrifice. He's hoping no one's here. He has a nade in hand. Takes a lot of damage, but he has the information now. He'll throw Molotov. Flom, though, runs straight through it. Plant is not secured, but the round is the issue. However, the fact that Mythic had no money in the bank, they invested it all, and now it all rests with a 1 player surviving. That means their buy is going to be, again, hampered and likely on MP9s.
Yeah, that was such a good play from Flom. Like you said, I think he heard that noise cue just on the edge. It must have been close, but yeah, he heard that, the good positioning and the fact that he just ran through the molly. Yeah, there was no hope for Fluffy Aimers. It's like you either commit to the plant or you risk it for the gunfight, because he didn't even fully know that he was going to push that. But yeah, things are getting neck and neck again. Mythic will take that lead. 3 MP9s once more, trying to force up as much as they can here with everything. How tight this can be. Utility's still pretty good here for Fluffy Aimers. Sacrifice sitting pretty light on this one with just a Molotov in his hand. And now it looks like that bomb does kind of want to make its way towards this B site. Waiting things out, kind of that mid-split, a 3-2 setup. Cooper might get overwhelmed with a surprise, and Cooper overextends his ultim, and it's only 1 kill. Flom looking for more. He's still going to press forward, but he actually changes his position. This is a good amount of real estate he grabs.
Run information real estate, yeah. Or versus 3 Truck Lover, though, playing very passive towards B, and that's where the take's coming from. Here, retake perhaps. Freakazoid MP9 rings through. Pendulum down. This flank is so good. Isolates Freakazoid. Another on the SMG. He just leers you down below. He made steps to try and cut off this flank, and now he's locked out of the site. He has the bomb, no map control, no support, and if he loses this round, his team's going to be on a save going into what will be a scoreline of 9-11 on the cusp of map point.
Well, Chuck's been in a position like this before where he kind of whiffed it. Does he whiff it again? No, he will not. He's going to get a little bit of redemption, but it was the cost of Freak's life to get that kill. And like you said, I mean, now Fluffy Aimers in a position where theoretically, I don't know if they want to force up here, because like we said, they've been in a position like this before. You force up to win out, or you save to push for overtime, and it kind of looks like they're actually going to spend dollars, and they're just going to go for it. So this is a bold move. Let's see if it pans out for him.
It's a lot of gusto. It's not even a full force. Like, 1 player saving 10, 15 the bank. That's Pendulum. Again, not all on the same page. A bit worrying for Fluffy Aimers. We'll have to see if it can pay off, though. 2 Galils and an Mac 10 could sow a bit of chaos if they play their cards right. It through the smoke to try and find something for Cooper. No one's shown, though. Slow around as Fluffy Aimers want Mythic to make the move. We saw Mythic win that last round by virtue of a timely flank on an MP9.
And the other thing is, too, is, I mean, Mythic have burned a lot of utility, but they still have plenty to go forward with. And Cooper, again, a one and done, but he's still going to be able to get out of this. Good flash. Hate with a nice nade. Fluffy AIMERS are going to weight things back a little bit again, just kind of toying things out, wanting Mythic to burn as much utility as possible because they only have double smokes now that they can use, and that's going to be used for building that smoke wall so they can get the bomb into the site if that's what they choose to do for this take. And already now we're starting to see, there it is. The smoke wall is going to come on in. Mythic, they can line up the nades. Molotov's ready to go. Hate, he's just been test with this. Ready to go. The lineup's coming in, but actually the bomb, it's going to go on the left-hand side. Oh, the boost up! Oh, that's a big game move!
Unexpected. Spams the smoke as well, connects once more, and that turns the round on its head. What looked irrecoverable now looks like an inevitability. Swing from in-draw of contact is exemplary, and Fluffy AIMERS steal the round from a play that takes a lot of gusto to pull off, a lot of confidence, and Fluffy AIMERS read it perfectly. What a way to steal a round away from Mythic.
That's the thing, though. Like, again, a detail like that can just separate, you know, average players to better players, and making that split decision for Sacrifice to boost up onto the planter and get that site just over the smoke, that gained them around where they might not have had it. So what an amazing call from him. Those are making those quick decisions mid-round in the midst of a chaotic situation. And now we're going to have to see what Mythic can do, because they have to save these funds. It's just going to be 5-7 galore. And now Fluffy AIMERS, they're kind of running into a little bit of a trap, but they do reply back a little bit. It looks like it might be okay. They are just starting to take down these bodies, but my goodness. I still can't believe that last round.
No. That changes everything. Intro, top 8. Truck and Coop. Both have had a decent map, but not a standout performance by any means. Sacrifice takes down Truck. It's been the same story for both teams. I've really not been paying attention to both sides of the equation, but both teams have been on fire consistently as a team. There's no individual star up top. We have how many players in the server at 19 kills right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players at 19 kills. They're all tied for top frag. That's kind of crazy. That should tell you the kind of team battle of attrition that we're seeing currently in this best of one.
That's such a good point, too, because, again, it's not like we're just seeing, like, a full carry. Whereas I think on Ancient, there was a little bit more, like, say, Freak was, like, you know, putting up some big numbers, but now the love is being spread. I know Freak's been a little bit more quiet in this game, but like you said, I mean, both teams are putting up some decent numbers, so it just kind of shows that the teamwork is really, again, a good collaboration between both these sides, and that's a good thing to see. And we can see it right now, obviously, with the score being tied to 11-11, and now Op's going to be out here for the T side. Nothing for Mythic in terms of just the M4s with a bit of utility. And again, no kits, though. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I want the utility. I can respect the call. How many post plants have we seen? I haven't been keeping track, but I don't think we've seen too many post plant retakes from Mythic that have been successful.
Yeah.
At least not in a dire moment. So I can see the justification now, but yeah, it definitely would have been nice to have. Flom got the information off of that shot from the 8K. No fall back. Anybody's map. We split these last 2 rounds. We go to overtime. If one team wins them both, it's done and dusted.
Yeah, it is the best of one, everybody. Again, I know we keep saying it, but we just have to make sure because it is a new format for this. So a lot is riding on this. Money is tight. More tight here for the CT side. Truck now going with a big swing. Somebody needs to pull up, be the hero for one of these teams. Good nade coming in. Truck able to find himself a secondary kill now. Being a thorn in the side, just playing behind the pillar. Maybe a triple? Yeah, why not? Looking for more quad lover. He's almost able to find this ace, but he has single-handedly put this round into his own hands. And there we have it, Mythic. They're able to put themselves a map point from Truck Lover, 86, to come alive.
12-11 secured. Op picked up for Cooper. And 3 surviving means that the economy from Mythic is still in a decent spot. The same cannot be said for Fluffy AIMERS. They're scrounging together what they can. They have AKs, they have decent utility. They have a Tech 9 on intro and a Mac 10 or a pistol on Jason. They go for the Deagle. Dire straits for Fluffy AIMERS to try and get to overtime. Again, if Mythic take this, they'll win both best of ones this evening. As far as I know, that's the first set of best of ones to be swept in a clean 2-0 fashion. A lot riding on this for Fluffy Aimers.
So much riding on them too. But at least they have triple AK right now. But again, the utility is not the greatest, right? These double smokes need to be saved. They need to be preserved. Learcy taking some big damage. These nades I don't think are going to do much here from Mythic. Cooper already falls down early in that minute and 20, which is not a great position here for Mythic, especially on the CT side. So that means now they're going to have to change up their positioning a little bit and split this to a 2-2. Truck Lover. Oh man, he's hungry for more. Nades are starting to fly in. Flom comes in. Flom comes in. And that's going to be a nice
team kill.
What?
He knifed his teammate in the back. It was not a double kill from Flom. It was a team kill.
Oh my goodness.
And that could seal the fate of this round. Right-clicking instinctually into your teammate's back might just seal your fate in this one. Sacrifice. Must make a sacrifice to the gods to try and bring this back from the brink. Made that joke at least 5 times tonight. 1 versus 3 to a 1 versus 2. The first secured, but 2 more required. Freak and Hate, both ready, both together to try and rebuke. Good swing, but that peak from the pair is enough to get it done. The same scoreline to be had on both maps. 13-11 on Ancient, followed up by a 13-11 on Vertigo. That was a win as well, not for Fluffy Aimers, but for Mythic.
Yeah, and that's a big comeback too.